Venom is an action horror sci-fi film from director Ruben Fleischer and Sony. The movie stars Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, Reid Scott, and Jenny Slate. When Eddie Brock acquires the powers of a symbiote, he will have to release his alter ego Venom to save his life. Okay, a couple of caveats here. First, don't let the thumbnail and my cold open, give you mixed signals. I didn't hate this film. I didn't like it very much, but I didn't hate it. Second one, like many of you, I was hoping that Spider-Man would be in this film. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that something's not in the film. He's not in the film. Bummer. So because of that, I am going to be reviewing this movie on its own merits as a film, not in comparing it to the comic books, because it's not a comic book. It's a movie. Moving on. Let's talk about what I liked first. Tom Hardy is fantastic as both Eddie Brock and Venom in this movie. You can tell he's having a wonderful time. Now, I think Tom Hardy is a great actor, but one thing that I think, and I'm sure a lot of you think, is he has a lot of trouble with mumbling a lot of the time. Not here. He's totally understandable all the way through, and that's good. Now, you may have heard that this movie is very much a buddy cop movie, and it totally is. And that's when this movie is at its most fun and most funny. And it is an actually pretty funny movie. I loved the dynamic between Eddie Brock and Venom. Their banter was really fun. I dug it. And Venom is cool. No, he doesn't have spider powers and he doesn't have a big giant white spider on his chest, but he looks really cool and he sounds really cool. And the movie has some darn good action. Unfortunately for me, that's kind of where the good ends. Here's my first question. What is Michelle Williams doing in this movie? She has 4 Oscar nominations. Why is she in this movie? She's a great actress and yet she plays the girlfriend. Don't worry though, 20 minutes into the movie, she has this crazy character arc and she literally transforms into the ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she gets a couple things to do throughout the movie, but really her character is very superficial. There's no nuance to it. And I'm not blaming her. I think she's a wonderful actress. I blame the writing, and more on that later. But characters are a huge problem in this movie in that there are only 2, Eddie Brock and Venom, and they inhabit the same body. Every other person in the movie is just an actor with a fake name and a costume on. Not a single other character is fleshed out in any way. They're all, again, very superficial. Like, take the villain played by Riz Ahmed, who does a pretty good job to his credit. But this villain is a, billionaire with a god complex. Like, we've seen that a million times before, and a lot better than we saw here. The writing is awful. The dialogue, outside of the banter between Eddie and Venom, the dialogue is just bad. So many conversations just do not work. Further, this movie asks us to suspend disbelief in ways that I just could not. Not the alien symbiote thing. It's a sci-fi movie. I can get behind that. But there are so many things that happen at the Life Foundation where it's just like, oh, come on. Really? This giant lab with its billions of dollars behind it, and this happens, and nobody notices? Come on. Now, the finale is kind of cool, but the big problem is, and you've seen it in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything, but Venom fights Riot. Big problem is, Riot looks almost exactly like Venom, so when the action's going pretty quick, it's really hard to tell who's who. Now, I've been saying for quite a while now, this movie doesn't need to be rated R. You can get away with a lot of violence with PG-13. And you know what? I think this movie should have been rated R. This movie felt so tame. And I know Venom, particularly in the Lethal Protector storyline, is more of an anti-hero who's trying to do good, but still, he's still a big giant alien monster that eats people sometimes. This movie was so tame, and I think it could have done with a little bit more blood. Now again, I didn't think Venom was terrible. If they were to make a sequel, I'd check it out, but I did find it really underwhelming, which is a shame because I was really looking forward to this flick. Now I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Venom, and I think I'm gonna give Venom a...
Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. You should have respected my authority.
Out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Venom? What did you think about it? What's your favorite Tom Hardy performance of all time? I'm gonna have to say Bronson. That's me. Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.